Hi there, sweet friends, and welcome to my fall marathon video. If you're anything like me, there is something magical about the moment we start leaning into the fall season, the crisp air, the cozy textures, and of course the comforting recipes and decorating. So today's video, I'm bringing you my fall decorating marathon. It's a cozy collection of some of my favorite videos from last year, including Decorate With Me videos and my annual harvest party. So whether you're sipping on some pumpkin spice coffee or just looking for some inspiration, this is your invitation just to slow down and soak up everything we love about the autumn season. So grab yourself a cozy blanket, light your favorite candle, and let's step into the warmth and the beauty of the fall season together. Hi there, sweet friends, and welcome back. And for those of you new here, my name is Karen. And welcome to my most favorite time of the year, and that is the autumn season. Now I know this video is coming to you a little bit early, but my whole sole purpose of this YouTube channel is to inspire you and to motivate you and to hope to give you some simple tips when it comes to decorating your home for the autumn season. I thought this would be a really fun video for me to give you my inspiration behind the scenes of what I was trying to achieve and how it ended up turning out. And I have to tell you, this is my absolute most favorite fall decorating that I have done so far. I am so excited about it. It looks absolutely beautiful, if I must say so myself. But anyway, without further ado, and I know that's why you all came here today, please make a cup of nice and cozy, either pumpkin coffee or maybe iced pumpkin coffee. Sit back and relax and join me for my fall Decorate With Me first video of the season. First, we're gonna start off with the mantle. And I do have to insert though first that we had a much smaller mantle when we first built this home, and we wanted a bigger mantle. And well, my sister-in-law, my sissy, God rest her soul, she's the one that built this beautiful mantle for us and actually did a video on it quite a few years ago, and we love it. So each season as I decorate, I'm going to obviously be thinking of her, and well, just it was able to help me be creative and decorate how I love to for the seasons. And here we are with the fall season. And so let me first share with you what I had last year, and then again, how I sort of added on from there. So last year I had this beautiful piece of wall art from Hobby Lobby. And if you watch my Hobby Lobby video, I shared with you how I fell in love with this piece with the pumpkins. And I thought it was the perfect piece to accent along with this wall art. I think it looks so beautiful together. So what I did first is I added this beautiful garland to pull out all the gold tones from the wall art. And then on this side, I have got a candle holder with a flameless candle, which I love. And then I accented it on each side with these beautiful pumpkins. And again, I brought this plum shade from the wall art like I did last year. I absolutely love this color. I think it's so rich looking. And as I told you before, the jewel tone colors are so popular this year when it comes to autumn decorating. And then look how beautiful. I love this kind of gold iridescent pumpkin. And I do have a flameless candle underneath it that I have on a timer that comes on every night. So it just lights up this beautiful mantle. And then here on this side here, I've got, again, each side, I've got a beautiful pumpkin, one of these flock pumpkins, and again, the plum. Now this vase is so stunning. I got this at Hobby Lobby. I love their vases, my friends, and you can always get them most of the time like at 50% off, and I swear they are Pottery Barn dupes for a quarter of the price. So I thought this one was absolutely gorgeous. And along with these, oh my gosh, these hydrangea that were from Hobby Lobby. I shared them in my Hobby Lobby video. I thought were the perfect hues to pull out the colors from these beautiful pieces of wall art. Just added some little pieces to the top, and again with a candle in one of my flameless candle holders. So I just think this turned out so beautiful. Let me give you a closer look. Last year is the first time I actually did a DIY like this with a basket, which I have under here, as you can see. And I just tucked inside some extra baggies from the grocery store, an old blanket, and added, and it's funny because I think I used these exact same pumpkins last year, so don't judge. But I love the mix of the velvet with the Sherpa, this little pumpkin here. And what is so easy, you just nestle in. I love these berries, and I got the sunflower and some faux eucalyptus and some feathers, and just tuck those in here to just give it a beautiful pop of color and dimension. And I just think it's just so pretty. I love it tucked here along the side of our fireplace. And then right here, look how pretty this copper little pumpkin is. And again, I just added a variety of rattan and velvet and some little berries into the bucket, and thought this looked perfect alongside this little display here on my fireplace. So here on the bar area where we always house our LEXA, I've got a fall scenery, and it plays just soft, beautiful music. But I have it elevated a little bit on this whitewash tray, and I've got a mix of these rattan pumpkins and velvet pumpkins, a little faux leaf. And I love this mushroom candle. And you will see once you watch my Decorate With Me kitchen video how this is all going to tie right on in. But I think it looks so pretty. Okay, I'm gonna squat down a little bit so I can chat with all of you. So this corner of our TV stand, I just think it's just like my little display corner, I feel like, for all the different holidays. I'm not one that likes to completely cover every inch of everything that I have with decor, because I just don't like all that clutter. That's just me personally. So I like little vignettes, and this one is perfect here with this kind of rusty color, velvety pumpkin with the gold acorn. And I love lamps. If you guys know my channel, I'm not a fan of overhead light. I love the cozy factor, so I love this lamp. And of course, flameless candles. I love to have them on all throughout my home, especially in the evening. And these days, a lot of time they're on a timer, which is perfect. And I think this looks really beautifully nestled right next to this gorgeous floral display that really only took minutes to put together. So I simply just tucked in these beautiful faux stems of leaves, and I've got wheat and some faux eucalyptus and some pumpkins. I just think this looks so pretty nestled to my mirror. And then right here with this vignette here on the TV stand, and it just brings everything together, especially when you walk into this room and you see this, and I think it just turned out so beautiful. to my coffee table. As I stated a little bit earlier, I always feel that your mantle is a focal point, especially I know when you walk into our home, you see basically right through the whole house. It's so super pretty. I do love the setup of our house. But another major focal point is the coffee table, because this is what we sit around every day and night when we're watching TV. When we have family and friends over, we put our drinks on here. I put appetizers on here. And you want it to be something that as people are sitting around chit-chatting and they're glancing around, they can see something that's so festive and that you can change out from season to season. Trays are the first thing that I love. I shared in my video some of the essentials you need for decorating, and trays is one of them. So I love this rattan tray. And what I did is I just added this speckled gold vase with some extra faux florals that I had in my bin, just neatly tucked them in here, along with some rattan, and I've got some flocked and some velvet and some little sparkly acorns. My granddaughter just had a unicorn birthday party, so I've got unicorn on the brain, and some little sparkly pumpkins. And all I really did, friends, is just put them in. It took literally like a minute or two to put this together. So fun and simple. Also, this little pumpkin topiary that I got at Hobby Lobby, so super cute. And look at how pretty this looks. You know, I'm a big fan of coffee table books, but in this case, I love the Bella Grace magazines and the, they have the cozy issue. And so I just love them. I think they're so beautiful, and I see them year to year. So I've got them here because it's something I like to look at, and maybe something I didn't notice last year. And it just shares so much about each season. So I've got them here again with this beautiful flocked pumpkin with the gold stem, a candle, because yes, I do love a real candle. There's something about having the light flickering of a real candle. And this is one of my diffuser little flowers that just puts off the most amazing scent. And you've got to have candlesticks with the flameless candles. And I love, one thing I do love about flameless candles is most of them now come with a remote, so I can just turn them on in the evening, but a lot of them have a timer too. So these come on just at night, right at the perfect time to create that cozy factor. And I've got a match striker here for when I do light my candle. Just sort of have that tucked right over here. So I just think it looks so pretty. Everything blends beautifully with all those gorgeous shades of the autumn season. So here on our sofa table, as you can see, I have the best decor of all, and it is our precious grandbabies. Yes, we've got 7. So of course, I don't want to change this. I love displaying our grandbabies, but I do want to add a little festiveness to it with some fall decor. So I'm going to add just a few things, and I think you may not be surprised at the one thing I'm going to add. And it is a gold pumpkin, because these are Nona and Papa's little pumpkins. So I'm just gonna place this right here, try not to overshadow any of our precious grandbabies. So I got my little pumpkin here. And when you walk into our house, we have a little hallway, so you could actually see right from the front door into our family room. Our stairs are open as well, so you can see right through. So I don't want to put anything too high right here that's going to block, to me, like I said, is the beautiful mantle and the coffee table. So I like to put something here off to the side. Again, just bringing in all those beautiful hues of the autumn season. Something simple, but yet that ties it all together. So I've got here a gold vase, and I just picked a couple of faux stems that I had in my bins. Again, something simple that has the colors that I am using this year. So I'm just gonna tuck this in here and fluff them up a little bit. Tuck this one in. And that's what I love about faux florals. You can just have so much fun with them, and it's just so easy to put a beautiful bouquet together. And then I love this because I just love having little pieces that will hang down. So we can just tuck this in here. And then play around with it. So hopefully it looks okay from your angle. I'll be playing with it here just a little bit, but I think it looks really pretty off to the side here. Again, displaying the most precious part of our life, and it's our grandbabies. And of course, you gotta add the cozy factor by adding some throws and some pillows to your couches and your chairs. Now, I try to limit the amount that I throw to make more decorative, because then again, it's really not functional, right? So I know when my husband sits in his leather chair, he's like, oh my gosh, this blanket keeps falling on top of me. So I try to be realistic when it comes to decorating as well. So this pillow actually came with the couch, and I love burnt orange and the coziness of this pillow. Now this year, I got these beautiful pillow covers, and I got the inserts too, and that is such a cost-efficient way each year of each season of changing things out by just buying inserts or using current pillows that you have and just adding some really beautiful pillow covers. I think this one is so gorgeous, and it's not itchy. It looks like it could be, but it's not at all, and adds again that festiveness here to my couch. So I just have these three because I like to keep things more on the corner. So when we are watching TV over here, it's not like we've got a million pillows in the way. But again, adding pillows and pillow covers and throws are the perfect way to make your room a nice and cozy for the autumn season. And then lastly, here in our living room, I like to add a few decorative touches here and there. So here on this coffee table, I've got this pumpkin along with these books. Fall is my favorite. Autumn skies. These are falling. Autumn is calling. Some gold keys. And look at how pretty this leaf pillow is over here on our newest chair that we got actually right after the new year. Then over in my husband's favorite leather chair, I've got another leaf pillow in a leaf throw. And we've got some more pillows and blankies here. Again, the festive mushroom and acorn here in my basket. Friends, this is the final look of my autumn decor for our living room 2024. And like I said earlier in the intro, I have to say, friends, I feel this is one of my absolute favorites. What I love most about it is it's very simple. I don't have a ton of stuff. And the biggest tip I can give you is, want to add more, just tell yourself no, you've got enough, because I think it is perfect the way it is, and I could not be more happy. I think the colors are so gorgeous. I love the traditional fall shades. I love the beautiful bright burnt oranges, the golds, the yellows, and with a little bit of a hint of the plum up on my fireplace. Let me know what was your favorite. decorative piece or area here in my family room. Hi there, sweet friends, and welcome back. And for those of you new here, my name is Karen and welcome. So in today's video, we're going to decorate my kitchen for the autumn season, and I'm really excited about it. I just feel it's going to be so whimsy and happy, and that's what you want when you're in your kitchen and you're cooking, because let's face it, we spend most of the time in our kitchen. But my number one tip is you want to make it functional when you decorate. And I think it looks so beautiful when you've got so many decorative things all over the place. It looks like a Hallmark movie, but at the same time too, though, you want it functional so you can also keep it clean, but make it look really, really pretty. So that's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna jump right on in. First, we're going to start off by cleaning off my countertops and make them nice and clean and sparkly. This countertop near our coffee maker is probably one of my most favorite places to decorate here in our kitchen. So the first thing I'm going to do is plug in this cute little candle plug-in, and I just love the cozy factor that it puts off, especially in the evening and then early in the morning when it's still dark outside. I just love how cozy this corner is. Now, when I decorate, I do like to use height and varying height. So I'm using this little pedestal and then topping it off with my pumpkin canister, which is going to house all my festive coffees for the autumn season. Next, I'm going to add this whitewash tray, and I've used this quite a while, for probably at least a year. I really love this beaded whitewash tray to keep some of my coffee essentials on here. Now, the first thing though I'm going to add is this beautiful photo, and it's from a channel called Randy Lynn Reed, and she is a YouTuber but also an artist. And even though it's not quite, say, a fall type of a photograph, but I just love the hues of it, and I just love the entire vibe. And that's what I drew my whole idea for this area from, was from this photo. So I'm gonna add this vase that I got from, I think it was Michael's, and I'm going to add some faux stems. Now, I do not like when you can see the plugs, so I'm always trying to find ways to cover that so it doesn't look so unattractive. So as you can see, I'm just playing around with a couple faux stems just to get enough, just a little bit there, not to just overwhelm this area with too much, but just so I can cover that plug and I'm not noticing it when I'm looking at my beautiful kitchen counters. And then the next thing, look at how cute this mushroom is, and it lights up. And again, so perfect here in my kitchen. As you can see, there is going to be a theme here this year. I am just so much on this mushroom kick. Let me know if you guys are in the comment section, because I absolutely love them. And now I've got this pumpkin little canister, but I'm using it for all of my gold spoons and of course my little pumpkin spoons when I'm stirring my coffee every morning. And it's just easy to go, easy to grab by having them right here on this lovely tray. Now look how cute this mushroom canister is. That's where I keep my powdered creamer in. I just love this. It reminds me back, is it the 70s? I can't remember what vibe it was of the mushroom canisters. And if you know me, you know I'm all about adding those little bits and pieces, those little decorative pieces. And here I'm adding these precious little velvet pumpkins. So as you all know, the issues that I had with my white smeg, unfortunately, but I have to tell you, for literally a quarter of the price, I am loving this electric tea kettle. Here I'm adding some festive smelling Scentsy scents here to my Scentsy warmer. Every season, I love to change out my dish soap. So, of course, I'm such a big fan of the Mrs. Meyer scent. So, this is the mum scent. Now, I still have a lot of this lemon basil scented hand soap. So, I'm going to keep it, as well as my rosemary eucalyptus hand cream. And this cute little scrubber I got last year from Hobby Lobby that actually houses my scrubbers. Now for the cozy factor, turning on my Scentsy warmer lamp and also this chargeable lamp that I just love. Again, just giving me all the warmth and coziness of the autumn season. So it was driving me completely crazy that you could see the black plug. So I just put this cute little mushroom holder and threw a couple little extra faux florals into it. And now I feel like it's all coming together. Now for my stove area, I think I had this here last year, but it says autumn days are here again. And yeah, I know, not quite, but I do love this again, the mushrooms. Now, of course, I had to put on my beautifully new tea kettle from Mackenzie Childs. And of course, my cookware, my pumpkins. I love both of these. So I've got to put these onto my stovetop because I will be using these a lot this autumn season. And plus, we're going to be cooking up something really delicious at the end of this video. When I first purchased this pumpkin rattan tray, I'm like, I cannot wait to find out where I'm going to end up putting it. So I thought it would be perfect right here next to the stove with these adorable plates that I got from Hobby Lobby a few years ago. And I think maybe they might still be selling this pattern because I'm always grabbing a plate and I like to have them accessible. So I thought this would be the perfect spot for it. But also I just thought this little plaque that says fall. The colors just go so beautifully with these dishes. So I thought this will be a nice addition. And of course, hello pumpkin. You've got to have a little tea towel. I thought just draping out over the side, and then this cute little leaf bowl, which I am going to be adding some little sweet treats into. I picked up this beautiful ribbon at Hobby Lobby. I think it is the perfect color for my color scheme this year. This color as well, I have not quite found a home for it, but stay tuned. But during the Christmas season on our pantry, I had a little small wreath, and I thought I would do the same thing for the fall season. Now, this is not a wreath, it's actually a candle ring holder. So I thought I would add this beautiful ribbon because this is the perfect size for my little pantry door, and I'm in and out of it so many times a day. You don't want anything big, banging and swinging on and off of it. So I thought this would be perfect, especially along with this gorgeous ribbon. Again, this is another beautiful tray that I picked up, and I think it was from Hobby Lobby. And I thought this would be a perfect tray to put here on my island. So I love to tuck in some faux leaves when I'm decorating. And I always think they just add a little bit of color and texture. Now, I thought this was so super cute to add all these different pumpkins. Of course, a little mushroom with some twinkle lights to add in here because I just love the look of twinkle lights. I don't know about you, but I just love the way they just bring that kind of warmth and coziness to anything that you are actually decorating. I just add that little extra added touch. So I'm going to go ahead and place this inside of the tray. Now, last year I purchased this and I thought this will be the perfect addition here alongside my little pumpkins with the twinkle lights. I just love how the colors all have come together. And then of course this acorn candle is perfect because I do like the ambience of a lit candle. And then again, just adding those little touches with the velvet pumpkins here inside of the tray. I love this leaf mat, and I thought it would accompany my tray here and nicely, of course, with some added accessories with my pumpkin basket. And actually, when my husband and I were in Savannah recently, someone carried this exact basket as a purse, and I thought that was so cute because it does open up on top, along with the mushroom candle and this gold-topped wooden mushroom. I thought this all went so beautifully together. Then I thought I would tuck in this vase, which I absolutely love. Just a few little faux stems, this little Sherpa pumpkin, and of course you've got to pull out all of your favorite autumn cookbooks. I love this one by Susan Branch, and of course the unofficial Hocus Pocus cookbook. Okay, so I added this candle ring as a wreath on top of our stone pillar here in the kitchen. Let me know what you think, but I've never done that before, but I absolutely love this stone pillar, and I thought, why not decorate it with a little something? And you have to let me know what your thoughts are. But anyway, here's a look of the entire kitchen, and I'm really pleased on how it turned out. My sweet friends, well, if you hung around this long, I really do hope that you enjoyed my kitchen decorate with me video for the autumn season. Since it's already decorated, looks so cozy and festive for the fall season, we're going to make a Southwest pumpkin soup that's going to be so delicious and very simple. So let's go ahead and get started. This is my little bonus feature of today's video. For those of you that watch my channel, you know I like to make homemade vegetable broth. I save all of my bits and I put them in the freezer, so when I'm ready to make my broth, I just add it to a pot, about 4 cups of water, and let it cook for a few hours. And then of course I strain it. So now in my Dutch oven, I am adding a little olive oil, and we're gonna saute up some onion and some garlic. To me, that is the best base of any soup. I love the flavor of the sauteed onions and garlic. And then next, once that is all sauteed up, of course, I'm going to add a little ginger. You need a little ginger when you're making any kind of a yummy pumpkin-y soup. We're going to add some pumpkin, 2 cans of pumpkin for this recipe. I wanted to make sure that I got every little bit of pumpkin out of those cans. Now we're going to go ahead and add 2 cans of Southwestern style corn, and we have to drain it well. And I don't know about you, but I love when corn is in soups. Something about that tender, sweet flavor. Then we're going to add 1 can of diced tomatoes with green chilies and get all that in there so nicely. And then after that, we're going to add my homemade vegetable broth, which, you guys, it smells so good in here when you make your own vegetable broth. And then after we get all that in there, we're going to add some heavy whipping cream, and then some salt, pepper, cumin, and chili powder. And for those of you that would like this recipe, make sure that you check out my newsletter if you're not already signed up. I will have the link in my description box. I have all kinds of recipes and fun little favorites and all those things shared in my weekly newsletter that comes out every Friday. And I would love for you to sign up so that you are in the know of what's happening alongside my YouTube channel. I topped my soup off with some pumpkin seeds, and friends, this soup is fabulous. Simply amazing. All the flavors together. What a perfect way to end my Decorate With Me kitchen video, and then also watching some Gilmore Girls, one of my favorite series, especially during the autumn season. I hope that you enjoyed my video, my friends. I love you all, and I'll see you on my next Decorate With Me video. Hello friends, and welcome to my third video in my fall Decorate With Me series 2024. And today we're going to decorate my dining area, and I surely hope that you stick around to the end of this video. I'm going to share with you an easy and delicious dessert that you can share with your friends and family this autumn season. Hi there, sweet friends, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Karen, and welcome. So today we're going to be decorating my dinette area. So we got our living room, family room right here. My kitchen is straight behind you, and then my dinette area is over here. And so it's all open, and I always tell people every year, of course, our dinette area is where we sit and eat. It is a functioning, meaning we use it all the time. So for me to go decorating it, as far as the table, I tend to want to do a video like that around the holidays and around like Thanksgiving and stuff like that. But for today, you're gonna see, I'm going to put some simple pieces on there just to give you an idea on how you can put a few things together to make it very simple. But other than that, we're gonna decorate my two buffets. And so if you watch my Decorate With Me, my family room, living room, whatever you want to call it, I went with all the traditional colors that I absolutely love with the autumn season. So I decided to go a little bit more of the neutral side here in the dinette area. And then if you already watched my kitchen Decorate With Me video, you know that I again went with the traditional colors with more of the kind of mushroom theme, which I absolutely adore. So we're gonna go ahead and jump right on in here, but I'm hoping I can give you some ideas and some tips on how you too can decorate your dinette or your kitchen area. When it comes to the autumn season, before I start watching any videos or movies, I first like to pour myself a festive cup of coffee. And then of course, you've got to set the tone with a nice smelling fall candle. And here is the Hello Fall candle, and a warm and cozy candle that I have on my online boutique. In case you haven't checked them out, of course, I have to let you know they smell so good. So I suggest just get all comfy and cozy, and I hope you enjoy today's video.
The leaves are turning brown.
Okay, so since I went with all the traditional colors here in the family room, I decided I wanted to bring a little bit more neutral, like I mentioned in the intro, but also a little bit of black into it as well, because we did get a beautiful piece of art that I absolutely love. And I think it's just so rich and beautiful looking that I thought for the kind of dinette area, let's make it just a little bit more richer looking. And anyway, let's just see. I'm curious to see how this is going to turn out. So normally when I decorate my coffee table, I love to use coffee table books. And if you watch my Decorate With Me, the family room video, I actually use some of my Bella Grace magazines because they are so festive and so beautiful that I just love to show them off there on our coffee table. But instead I thought here though, for this buffet, I would pull out a few of my coffee table books. The one tip I can share with you, you can get coffee table books inexpensively at Amazon or at Home Goods. So my vision was again with like kind of the beige and black. So I thought this first book here, the Chanel book, and this one is The Finer Things. So I'm gonna go ahead and just lay one on top of the other and place them here on the buffet. So what I want to do here first is start off with putting this beautiful textured vase that I got from Target on top of the coffee table books. And I had a vision of wanting a flameless candle to come out of it, but I don't have one that's long enough. So as you can see, I have an older flameless candle that I'm turning upside down to put sort of as a base inside of this vase. And then I'm able to put my flameless candle on top. Just, I love that little kind of glitzy look of a flameless candle, and I wanted it to be a little bit higher than the opening, so I think this works out perfectly. this beautiful textured gold vase I got last year, and I absolutely love it. And I have this faux pumpkins and leaves. It's actually a bunch that I got, I think, last year or the year before. It's already put together. How simple is that? Just to go ahead and place it inside the vase, and like to adjust the leaves around a little bit just to make it filled out. And then I added a few extra picks just for a little more texture with these berries and a different color of faux leaves. And then the one tip I can give you is to fluff up your faux florals to make your centerpiece or whatever you're putting inside of your vase look a little bit fuller. And then, as I always say, add those little extra bits with this velvet and Sherpa pumpkins. Now for this buffet behind me, when I was pulling out all of my fall decor, and I remember this piece of wall art, and this is exactly when I saw this piece, I knew somehow I wanted to incorporate these colors into my dinette area. Again, drawing in that beautiful wall art that's in our family room, I thought would be just so beautiful. So anyway, this was my inspiration. So I think I'm gonna put it maybe in front of the mirror, but off to the side a little bit. And then we're going to add some vases on each side and whatever else I can pull from around my house or down in my basement. So I'm actually just repurposing some of the things that I already have. It took me a while to get on this trend of adding a piece of art in front of or off to the side of a mirror, but I have to say I really like it. I think the first time I tried it was maybe last year, so I just think the way it looks up against the mirror is just really, really pretty. And again, now I'm pulling the black with this beautiful vase. I'm loving the richness of decorating with black accessories. And again, I just pulled some of these beautiful faux florals from my basement. Now, just a little tip, if you need them to stand up a little bit, them falling over in your vase, always tuck a few baggies in there. That's always my trick. And sometimes you may have to tuck just a few more and then again, fluff it up. So now here on the other side, I'm going to add a white vase to pull out the white of this wall art or this piece of art. And I'm going to add some candlesticks because I do like the effect, as I've shared in so many of my videos, of flameless candles. And I do like to pair things sometimes by 3. So of course I had to add this beautiful gold and white pumpkin. And again, just sticking some faux florals into the vase and fluffing them up a little bit. I just think the way all these colors come together, I love the look of the gold and the beige and the black. I think it just looks so beautiful, and I'm just loving the way this is looking. Now I thought I'd jazz up this black vase a little bit with this beautiful ribbon that I got at Hobby Lobby. And I just love the color of it. And I thought maybe just to add a little more pop of this beautiful gold color that I would add a bow. When it comes to decorating, adding those little extra touches just does so much more and adds texture, and again, that way of adding additional pops of color. And that's what I'm doing here with this ribbon. And I just love it, first of all, and I wanted to use it somewhere, and I thought this was the perfect place. I'd love for you to let me know in the comments section when you plan on decorating for the autumn season. Are you an early decorator like me, or do you wait till after Labor Day? Even though I went with more of the neutral tones of the autumn season and not quite the bright oranges here in my dinette area, I just think the gold tones and the rust and the green look so pretty. And I don't know, I just have to tell you, I'm really happy on how this turned out. Now let's talk super simple tabletop. When I say super simple, I really mean it. So I'm gonna pull out some of my dishes that are black and white checks. I think I'll bring the black out of the decor that I'm using, and some fallish chargers, and maybe a few little decorative things to put on a plate, just to give you some ideas when you're actually going to be entertaining or having family over. Again, I'm doing this really basically for all of you, just to give you some ideas when you are entertaining and you want to throw a really pretty, super simple tabletop together. Maybe you can get a few ideas from this. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to lay down a runner, and I got this runner not too long ago from Amazon, and I love it, and I think it ties in beautifully. We're going to start off here with adding this beautiful table runner on my table, and I really like this rustic look, almost like a farmhouse look, and it's a cream and brown macrame with the tassels on the end, and I think it goes and fits beautifully here on my table. Now we're going to go ahead and add some chargers. I think they always add some color and texture. These ones have leaves on them, which they're perfect for the fall season. And I'm adding these black and white checked plates, and I think they're so beautiful. Again, pulling out the black from the accessories that I have on my buffets. And I've had these for years, but I love these burlap utensil holders with the lace. Again, adding a little color and texture. And then I'm topping off each plate with these pumpkins and acorns. Again, just adding some festive pieces to my tabletop. Now I'm going to add this beautiful leaf hurricane, and I think it's so festive and fallish with a candle holder, just to create a little height, because I've got this beautiful leaf flameless candle from Michael's this year, and I thought it would look so pretty inside the hurricane. Just remember, yes, you need glasses on your table, and I love the use of mason jars, friends. I love using them as glasses. And now we're going to add a little natural element with the wheat and the terracotta pots. I've had, again, these for years. I am really repurposing everything here in my dinette area, and I think these look so pretty. Again, carrying on the colors of the cream, the brown, and the beige color that I have here, and then just simply adding these pumpkin candles to the side. Super, super simple, my friends. Just adding a little festiveness to my table, and again, to show you just how easy it is just to grab things around your house and place them on the table when you're entertaining for the autumn season. Okay, friends, I have to stop real quick and share. This just came today. Look at how cute. I literally just threw it on top of my t-shirt. Oh my gosh, I love it. Perfect, perfect. Okay, so I wanted to share with you something really fun and simple that you can make, well, for yourself, family, friends, but it's so festive. And actually the temperature dropped today, and right now it's only in the 60s. So this is the perfect thing to wear today. And I feel the perfect recipe. We're gonna start off with chopping up, and you can peel if you want, but I decided not to, just to keep the skin on, some green apples. And this is per person, so 1 green apple, and then you wanna add some pecans, and then we're gonna top it off with a little bit of sugar, and then 1 tablespoon of melted butter. And of course, you gotta add all those yummy seasonings of the cinnamon, and then we're gonna add some nutmeg. Next, we're gonna go ahead and add it to one of my new seasonal blooms, pumpkin mugs. and make sure you get all that yumminess inside of there. I probably should have just done this in the mug. And now we're going to add the topping, which is some brown sugar and a little bit of flour. And then we're going to add some oatmeal. And then we're going to add just a little bit of cinnamon and just a little pinch of nutmeg and a pinch of salt. And then I think about 2 tablespoons of melted butter, but I didn't even add that much. And make sure you get it all blended together. And then we're going to go ahead and then put that on top of our apple mixture. Okay friends, I just got this out of the microwave, so 3.5 minutes. Let me tell you, it smells so cozy in here right now, like the fall season, with the baked apple and the cinnamon, nutmeg, oatmeal, and the brown sugar. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to have this. I'm gonna top it with a little bit of whipped cream. You can also use, if you wanted, some caramel sauce, but I'm not gonna try to be too bad here on the calories. Let's give it a try. Hopefully you can see this. It's hot, so I'll try not to burn myself. Sweet friends, I cannot wait to welcome you back into my home for more festive fall videos. Love you all, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Hi there, sweet friends, and welcome back to, well, this is sort of a vlog. This is going to be cooking, and we're going to do some decorating. So it's going to be a little bit of everything today, and I'm just excited to be hanging out with all of you. It's such a beautiful day. Do you remember my last video? Did you guys remember hearing the acorns coming off the trees? I want to show you a video because this was all cleared off last night. What happened transpired overnight. But we had friends and family over last night, and it was actually, we all were underneath umbrellas because they were coming down. And like sometimes I think there's like, look, you guys are witnessing this right now. It is literally raining acorns. It is. It's hilarious. But anyway, poor Archie, I'm like, honey, you need to stay under the umbrella with mommy because one of those just might knock you out. But anyway, it was a funny thing last night. All of us were like, oh my gosh, and everyone was underneath all of our umbrellas. And thank goodness we've got 2 rather large umbrellas, and watching sports last night and just having a great time. But anyway, so what we're going to do today, like I mentioned, we're going to decorate my foyer for the autumn season. And I always share with you guys the one important thing about decorating your foyer is that is the first place people walk into when they come into your home. It's where you want to make the welcoming statement. You want it to be festive and cozy. And so we're going to try to do that. Again, my foyer is very small, though it's very high. It's open. But as far as decorating, there's not much space there. So we're going to decorate a small space. But we're also going to make 2 recipes that are going to be so delicious. One is going to be so festive and so super easy. And the other one, we're actually having a neighborhood cookout later today. And I'm making this one for that one. And it just, oh my gosh, it's going to be fantastic and so simple. So this is going to be so much fun. So I say, let's go ahead and head into the kitchen and let's start cooking. But first, I wanted to share with you, look at the acorns. You guys see them? I mean, it is crazy. It's literally craziness. They're everywhere. And I have to keep, well, I'm going to clean them off and keep them clean throughout the day. And that's what we did all day yesterday. Because you don't want to twist your ankle or hurt yourself. But anyway, you hear them? I mean, it's unbelievable. I just want these things to hurry up and fall and leave us alone. Because I'm telling you, someone is going to get knocked out. But it does look so beautiful back here still. And yeah, there's our, here, let me show you. little bit of leaves changing color here. Yeah. All right, let's do some cooking. Okay, friends, we're gonna make something so delicious and simple. And when I was on the hunt last video for spice cake, which they did not have it, some of our local grocery stores, I had to go to Meyer, which I love that store. I was able to get my hands on the spice cake. So you guys asked, well, we're dying to know, what are you gonna make with it? And again, this is such a super simple recipe. So all you need is a box of spice cake. You guessed it, I'm sure you're already guessing. A can of pumpkin, and once it's all done, we're gonna heat this up a little bit and we're gonna dip it in this cream cheese frosting. We're going to make little donuts. So I'm so excited to make these. They're gonna be so super delicious. Now, you need a piping bag or just a spoon to spoon them into. I can't find a piping bag. I thought I had one. So we're gonna do the old trick is just putting a baggie inside of a, well, here, I love, you know how much I love my mason jars. So we're gonna make our own piping bag. So it's really simple. We're gonna mix these two together in a bowl and then put it in the baggie, and we're gonna pipe it into the little donut maker. Okay, friends, we're gonna go ahead and add 1 box of the spice cake mix to a mixing bowl. And then we're going to add a 15-ounce can of pumpkin puree, and make sure that you get every bit of that pumpkin, because I just love pumpkin flavor, especially this time of year. And we're just gonna mix these 2 ingredients together. It is just that simple. And then after I get it all mixed together, we're gonna go ahead and put it in my baggie that I already have inside my mason jar. And then we're just going to try to pipe it into the cake pan or the donut pan. And I can tell you one thing, that was not easy to do. So whatever way you can find that's easy, good luck. But hey, you'll see here, they're gonna turn out really cute. We're gonna go ahead and put these into a preheated oven, 350 degrees, for 10 to 15 minutes, and mine took about 15 minutes. Then you want to remove them and let them completely cool, trust me, before you take them out of the pan, because a few of mine did break. So that is my tip. Alrighty, friends, I just tried these ones just to see. These ones sort of fell apart, but I learned you have to really let them cool before you take them out of the little donut pan. And I think I maybe heated this a little bit too long, but it will dry and be yummy. I'm sure it will. Oh my gosh. These look so good. I did already sample one, well, without the lovely glaze frosting. It was delicious, I have to say. Was so good, my friends. Okay, oh my gosh. So this makes 10. You can probably get 12 out of it if you didn't make some so big like I did mine. But it just really just depends on how much you want to put in there. All right. Yummy, yum. Okay, where are you at? We're gonna let you dry. We're gonna let them dry. And then we're gonna start now on the foyer, finally.
Free flowing, sailing with the wind, not knowing how this story ends. Kind and brave, I know you'll find a way. Live your truth and good will come to you. Home, sweet home. Home, sweet home. free flowing, sailing with the wind, not knowing how this story ends. Kind and brave, I know you'll find a way. Live your truth and good will come to you. Home, sweet home. Home.
If you have not yet checked out my first 3 Decorate With Me videos, I will be sure to leave the links in my description box. I have so many more Decorate With Me videos scheduled for September, and we're going to be decorating my front porch and my patio, which to me is the best way of welcoming friends and family into your home. They first step onto your porch. You want to make it cozy, warm, and welcoming, so I cannot wait to share all that with you as well. So I hope you're subscribed to my channel. We have so much more autumnal fun things planned, and I would love to bring you along. Now we're going to go ahead and make this delicious Caprese sheet pan gnocchi. Now, like I shared earlier, our local grocery store was out of fresh gnocchi, so I thought, well, maybe cheese tortellini will do. So I just used 2 packets. I'm actually doubling the recipe for our neighborhood cookout tonight. So I've got 2 of them here in a bowl, and I went ahead and I cut up some cherry tomatoes. It calls for about 3 cups, and I didn't have enough for 6 cups, so I just chopped them up and went with what I had. And then you also want to have some sliced garlic, and you want to add some olive oil. It called for 1 tablespoon, which would have been 2 tablespoons with this specific recipe I was doing today. But honestly, friends, I suggest adding a little bit more. And then 2 teaspoons of balsamic vinegar, sea salt, and black pepper. And you're going to mix all that up really, really good. Now we're going to go ahead and line a baking sheet with parchment paper and just make sure that everything is spread out evenly. We're going to put it in the oven at 450 degrees for about 20 to 25 minutes. But you do want to make sure that you toss it in between. And then you want to add some fresh mozzarella, lemon zest, and fresh basil. And if you want some dollops of pesto, and my friends, this was so delicious. Okay, look at how good this looks. We taste tested it and it's delicious. So I will leave the recipe in the description box. We're gonna go head over to our neighborhood picnic. Well, friends, we had so much fun at our neighborhood party. So now I dropped my mom off, and I forgot I needed to return some stuff for her to Amazon. So I need to run into Kohl's, and I'm picking up something from Target. And anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed my video and the 2 recipes. That was so delicious, by the way. It was so good. My suggestion, add a little bit more olive oil. That's one thing I can suggest. But other than that, it was so good. I had a great time. I love our donuts. I sent some home with Zach, and he said Mora approved Nona's Donuts today. So make sure if you guys try either one of these recipes, you let me know in the comment section. Anyway, love you guys so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Hi there, sweet friends, and welcome back to another one of my 2024 Decorate With Me series. Today we're going to be decorating my patio and turning it into my autumn haven, and we're going to be in the kitchen making a delicious festive sweet treat. Hi there, sweet friends, and welcome back. And for those of you new here, my name is Karen, and welcome to my channel. So today we're going to be decorating my back patio for the autumn season. And this is almost like a bittersweet kind of a decorating video. Only for the mere fact is we really only get to enjoy it for probably a month and a half. And then when you live here in Ohio, we got to pack up the entire patio for the winter season. So I like to decorate it, make it all look really pretty, but I don't want to go completely crazy overboard for the fact that it's going to be a lot to to take down, which I'm so sad when that day does come, but we are going to enjoy it as much as we can. So let's just jump into today's video, and we're going to transition my patio from the summer season, which my husband already took out like some of the older flowers, the ones that we're not going to make it much longer. We cleared out the garden, and so it's sort of bare out here right now, but I'm going to go ahead and use the blower, blow off all these acorns and leaves, and then start to add some touches of the autumn season. Of course, behind me is going to give us the most beautiful, beautiful plethora of color for the autumn season. It's going to be stunningly beautiful as the weeks go on here in Ohio. But we're going to add some pops of color and little autumn touches here on the patio. So I hope you guys make something fun and festive for my Decorate With Me patio decor fall 2024. First, I'm going to start off by blowing off any debris here on my patio. And then we're going to start off with a straw bundle, and we're going to add in aster. You know how much I love this beautiful color, and these are asters. And then I shared in one of my videos too these faux mum spheres. And I just love that color of the rusty color bouncing off of this beautiful purple hue, light purple hue. I also have some extra lavender from the summer, and I thought that would go perfectly here with this grouping. But also what I love most is just how beautiful all this looks with that pop of color up against my mandevilla. If you watch my past videos, you know that we have had this issue with acorns just falling by the buckets here on our patio. And yes, one hit me right on the hand. Go figure. I also love to add lanterns when it comes to decorating outside and as well as inside, but it just adds to the cozy factor when it comes to decorating. As far as I'm concerned, you cannot have enough throws, especially here where we live in Ohio. The nights tend to get rather chilly, and we love to be outside on our patio, so why not be comfortable and have access to throws just to bundle up while you're watching TV. And so I want to make sure that I have them on each of our pieces of furniture for those nights that you just want to be a little extra cozy. I'm a big fan of using seasonal pillow covers, and these I've had for a few years, but all I do is just put these covers on the actual pillows that came with our furniture. So I'm not having to go out and buy any new pillows. I'm just simply adding some new covers. Since we now have this beautiful large umbrella that I got from Lowe's, it's great because now I can put things on our fire pit and keep them out, like a tray. And I love to have a tray with a candle and some festive foliage and our remotes or whatever it is that we like to keep in it. But I just love to have something here as a decorative element on my fire pit table. And of course, as always, the star of the show is Archie. And I know some of you have asked, oh, please, can we see more of Archie? So there he is. He's enjoying the decor on this beautiful day. If you have watched my videos for the past, oh my gosh, I don't even know how many years, I've always made pumpkin topiaries. Actually, I started making these, oh my gosh, I think in the early 2000s, because Southern Living magazine showed them at this beautiful home many years ago. And I've always loved the look of it, and I've continued with it every year since. I challenge myself every year to see what can I do different to change it up a little bit. So I found these faux florals in one of my bins in the basement, and I thought, well, let me just pull them up and see if I can tuck them into areas just to give it a little bit more of a oomph kind of a look, you know, just with more color and texture, and I think it came out really pretty. If you decorate making pumpkin topiaries, let me know, like send me a picture. I always love to see when you guys decorate and you share your photos and recipes and things with me. So please feel free to email me. I would love to be able to share some of your beautiful fall decor on my newsletter or on the community tab here on YouTube. One look at this picture and it's all the inspiration I needed for decorating my patio table for this fall season. It is so simple, but I thought it was so beautiful. I seem to get the same question every year, and they ask, Karen, what do you do with all this stuff when it rains? Well, yes, I do. I will take the burlap off the table, and of course we do cover our couches and our loungers, and we do have a bin that we put things in as well. But we've been really fortunate. Actually, it's either going to be good or bad. It's been super dry here, but for us to be able to really enjoy the outdoor decor and enjoying our patio, so far the month of September has been fantastic. So yes, we do need the rain, but right now I'm going to take the fact that I can just be out here every day and every night enjoying the beauty of our patio, and now especially decorated for the autumn season. You know me, and I love to have fresh flowers in my home all year round. And just recently I went to one of my favorite farms, Foyer Farm, and we got to make these gorgeous bouquets. And we got to wander around their entire farm to pick flowers since it's the end of the season for them. And this is what I put together, and I thought, oh my gosh, this is going to be so perfect here on my tablescape. It started to get a little chilly out, so I had to put a sweater on, but I wanted to decorate my vintage garden gate, so I thought I would take my mailbox off until next spring and just put an older wreath that I used to use on the front door. This one is looking rather old, but I thought it would be perfect here on my garden gate for the autumn season. And now for a full view of my patio decorated for the autumn season. I think it looks so pretty and super cozy, and I just love the beautiful bright colors of the autumn season with a touch of purple. And I think Archie approves. If you check back into my future uploads, you will have the pleasure of seeing just how beautiful this landscaping will turn during my most favorite season of all, autumn. As you can see, at the last minute, I decided to add 2 pumpkins to my display. Well, friends, I have to say everything is looking so festive out here. It looks like autumn has arrived here on my back patio. And again, the leaves are just starting to change now. So like I mentioned, in a few more weeks, it is going to be just breathtakingly beautiful out here. I love the pop of the purple from the asters and my foam mums, and of course all of my pumpkins and gourds, and those special little added touches of some of the faux stems that I put in with the pumpkins, and just tucked into little places around my patio. But I am getting rather hungry, and you know I do not normally do a decorate with me video without sharing some type of festive recipe. So we're gonna go inside and I'm going to make these delicious air fryer baked apples. You are going to love them. Mark and I decided to get this adorable Fireplace. It is an oven and air fryer. It bakes, it steams, you name it. We love it. It is so super cute right here on the counter. So I thought I would make something so yummy and festive, especially during the autumn season. And what you're going to need to do is you need 2 apples, and I have 2 Honeycrisp apples here, and I'm going to cut them into like maybe half inch. And then we're going to simply add some coconut sugar and a little bit of cinnamon. And we're going to stir all that together so nicely, but I am going to sprinkle or spray a little bit of, I happen to have our avocado oil, but if you do have any coconut oil, you could go ahead and melt that. Mine was old, so I had to throw it away. And then of course add the sugar and the cinnamon until it's coated thoroughly. And then I'm going to put it in the air fryer for about 10 minutes at 350. My baked apples just came out of the air fryer and I topped them with some vanilla high protein yogurt, Greek yogurt, and a little apple pie spice on top. Oh my gosh, you guys, it smells so good in here. Well, friends, I'm gonna enjoy my delicious afternoon treat. Let me taste it for you. Fall deliciousness. Well, I'm gonna go enjoy my afternoon treat, and this just came in the mail today, and it's the Pumpkin Spice Cafe book. So I'm gonna enjoy looking at my beautiful festive autumn decorated patio, enjoy my sweet treat, and start reading my the Pumpkin Spice Cafe book. So friends, I really hope I was able to give you some inspiration in decorating your patio for the fall season. And well, just let me know what you thought. Let me know what your favorite part about my patio is, and if you've missed any of my other Decorate With Me videos, I will link all of them in the description box. Love you, friends, and I'll see you on my next video. I got so many fun festive autumn videos in store, outings, harvest parties, you name it, you're gonna come along. Love you. Bye. Hi friends, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, my name is Karen, and this is the most anticipated video of the year. No, I'm just kidding, but seriously, I've been talking about this video in today for months, and it is my annual harvest party that I have here at my home, and it is so much fun. And then of course we eat a yummy dinner, and then we head out to our local maze craze, and my son-in-law Jake, he gets us through the mazes. It is so much fun. It is such a festive event that I love to do every fall season. Like I said, this is my 4th annual that I'm sharing with all of you. So it is the most perfect autumn day today. Beautiful blue skies. It's crisp outside. It's going to be a high of 68, but it's going to be rather chilly tonight. We're going to have to bundle up, but I need to get to the grocery store to get all the things that we need for tonight's party. So let's get ready to head out. Got my coffee, got my purse. Let's get shopping. And got my pork roast into the crock pot because I needed to get that in there to start cooking. I added a bunch of yummy seasonings and beer, so that's gonna cook for a while. So I'm gonna share with you what else I got here. So I've got my Yukon Gold potatoes. We're gonna make potato stacks with a little bit of thyme and some butter. It'll be so good. Some little sweet treats. I got these little pumpkin spice little pretzels with like yogurt on top. And look how cute. These are Cheetos, and they're a little bag of bones. I don't know. They're a little funny shape. Something fun. I also got some pumpkin cookies and a pumpkin roll as well. And a little red wine. I just love Snoop Dogg, and I don't know. And I like this wine too. It's really good. So this is a Cab, if not yet, Cali Red. So I got that. These crackers look really delicious. Cranberry and sunflower seed. I don't know why, but I got them. Maybe not for tonight, but another time. Of course, some little festive plates and napkins. And I'm going to be making a yummy dessert with Brie and with phyllo dough and apple butter. And so I got to get this in the fridge, and you need some kitchen twine for that. So I got that. And I'm also gonna make my homemade barbecue sauce. So I have the molasses and I've got monk fruit. I don't remember what that's for. I can't remember. But these were so cute that I saw. This is a gingerbread spice and a hot cocoa spice. And you can, you know, for sprinkling on top of drinks and stuff like that. Hot drinks throughout the, really throughout now all the way through the winter. So I thought this would be sort of fun and festive. And what else? Oh, and I just wanted to share with you, this is my absolute favorite breakfast, is the Greek yogurt with the cottage cheese with a little sprinkle of cinnamon and some fresh berries. Okay, so that's gonna start cooking. I'm gonna get other things organized. Mark's gonna be home soon. We're gonna clean off the patio, and this is probably our last party of the season out there because we're gonna have to start putting everything away because it's getting towards the end of October. It's gonna start getting really cold, and really for us to be hanging out there is just not gonna be really happening anymore. So that's always a bittersweet time for us. But it is so beautiful outside. Let's go outside. Let me show you how pretty it is today. So of course we have not taken off the covers yet. We will do that here shortly on our furniture. But I did tell you all that maybe didn't believe me, who maybe are new to the channel, how absolutely stunning our trees look with all the gorgeous autumn hues. And when you look out here, this is just literally like picture perfect. And you can see the blue skies today. I mean, it is just so beautiful, my friends. And everything just looks so good. And I love my foam moms. They look so good still. Archie's like, Mommy, when are you going to take the covers off so I can sit out here and enjoy this gorgeous day today? But, so that is it. You'll see this all uncovered, cleaned up, and looking all festive for my harvest party tonight. Alrighty, friends, so now I think I'm gonna go ahead and make the barbecue sauce. That way it just has a chance for all the flavors to come together. So what we're gonna need is, I'm gonna need a little oil and a medium onion all minced up, and some molasses, and some apple cider vinegar, ketchup, mustard, onion powder. It calls for liquid smoke. I don't even like the flavor. I don't like anything that's smoky flavor, like not even a drop. I just don't like it. So I'm gonna leave that out. And some Tabasco, light brown sugar, and some salt. So we're gonna go ahead and do that on the stovetop, and then I'll just put that to the side. That way I have one less dish to worry about, because we're gonna have stacked potatoes, which are gonna be so good, but they really are best if you make them like right before serving. So I'm gonna be doing that towards the end, and as well as the one appetizer. So I've got a lot going on here. So I'm just trying to get a little bit way ahead because I know I'm gonna really be jam-packed right before everyone gets here. And so if I can get some things checked marked off my list, that will be great. We're also going to be having pepperoni rolls and some kind of an appetizer that Grace is going to make. And I think Kim is going to make a yummy, delicious Harvard. Oh my goodness, you can tell my mind is going a million miles an hour. Harvest salad. So that's gonna be so good too. Okay, so let's go ahead and get the barbecue sauce made, and then I'm gonna start cleaning off the table and stuff outside. And I started pulling some of the things that I want to put on the table for dinner out on the patio, and I've got like some really pretty kind of glasses, goblet glasses that I want to just rinse off because I haven't used in a while. So we're gonna get all that ready to go. Mark did the job of shredding the pork. Oh my gosh, you guys, it smells so good. We got the barbecue sauce on, and now I just have it on warm, waiting for our guests. Alrighty friends, well, our guests are starting to arrive. Everything's smelling so good. I got the pumpkin brie with the apple butter in my little mini Fireplace oven, and so the fun is going to start here in a few minutes. I'm so excited. Just a little fun, little fancy dinner music while our guests arrive. My guests are arriving soon. I'm gonna go ahead and make my simple appetizer, and it is a baked apple butter pumpkin brie. And so what you need is some phyllo dough. So I thawed it out just a little bit ago, and you spread some delicious apple butter on top of the phyllo dough, and then you add your brie, and then you pull the sides up and tuck them in a little bit, and then I use some kitchen twine to tie around it to give it that kind of pumpkin look. And I'm gonna go ahead and put it in my cute little oven here, and about 25 minutes, but just want to make sure it's nice and golden brown on top. And then once you bring it out, I will end up cutting off the string, and then you'll see here in a bit, but then I stick a cinnamon stick inside, and it's gonna be so cute. Alrighty friends, we are here at the Maze Craze. Jake's gonna take us through. We're gonna make this quick tonight, only for the mere fact is our Guardians are in the playoffs, and the guys want to get home to watch them in game 4. But I know when you're seeing this, it's gonna hopefully still be going on. But it's in a very important game. But look at how pretty this looks.
It really is.
Here we go.
We don't even need flashlight. Oh yeah, Jake's coming.
Aw, they just have it so cute. It does.
That looks really pretty.
I love it. And the different lights stand for like easy, harder, harder, I think. So which one?
You're gonna sell me. I'm just a guy.
No, you're our leader. Which one's like?
Hold on, Jake's checking them out.
All right.
Really are, but not super.
That's
Left. Here we go. Oh, you have your light too? Oh my goodness. All right. See if we make it through.
Last time, and I grabbed on the mic. I scared the crap out of
Does it
Did
say?
it.
We're the host too. All right.
What should
All right. Punch card.
This is Minnie's face, folks.
I love the Harvest Moon. This makes it so much more fun and festive tonight. Venus. Venus is out there somewhere. Oh, there's Venus.
Oh,
Way out. See Venus?
straight up
Right
there.
there.
Oh, there. Coming out of the left.
We did it.
Nice job.
Friends, thank you so much for hanging out with me for my 4th annual harvest party. I hope you enjoyed my video, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.